Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Texas Longhorns. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Longhorns headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. Fielded in the end zone. It's Joyner. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The toss to the outside. Runs through a tackle. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 30, the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. defense working from the pistol. On the ground, it's Segal. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season. Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He slings it deep to the left. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, 3rd down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. And you can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and, you know, that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those 3rd downs. You don't want to give up explosives. Well, you just did 2 and 1. That's not good for this defense, right? They've got to control that 3rd down a little bit better. They got to snatch some momentum back, and you got to tackle better, man. You got some opportunities to get guys on the ground. You've got to accomplish the mission.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Second down, going to throw it. He rifles one deep to the left. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just got rid of that one.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Throws for the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Second down to the air. Rush right in his face. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Boards up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. the gun, wants to pass. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
On his way back from the 20. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Right side, it's Townsend. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage, because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Just smothered on the play. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Quarterback signaling to his guys.
Sweep. Booster. Go.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Escapes the pressure going right. It's caught downfield. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone.
Return.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Here come the Irish back on offense. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Drops back on 1st down. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
That's one the quarterback just has to learn from. When you're backed up like that, you've got to be able to get rid of the football. And I know he's got to scramble. He's trying to break out to the right-hand side to see if something positive can happen. But all that pursuit is coming after him. He needs to throw that thing away, live to play another play. But instead, he gives up the big safety.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you wanted. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Making the adjustment. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Fires quickly. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road, bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st. Showing the arm strength to the left. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. And now they're set up in the red zone.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Siegel. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Irish generating heat from the linebacker position. Mike Stonebreaker, Manti Te'o type play.
And when you can get linebackers that can get after the quarterback, that can be a force on first, second, and third down, get in the quarterback's face, make his life heck, really nice job by the linebacker there.
On third down, he drops to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That slices the lead to 2.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Quentin Joyner. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Long way to go on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, gonna throw it. Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking for room. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their third timeout. Gives them a chance to put together a strategy here in the waning moments. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more
Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Texas Longhorns. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
The Notre Dame head coach told me before the game, this conference matchup between two teams that do not like each other very much is a great way to get things started here in the conference. I'll keep you posted on the energy and atmosphere at the half. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Longhorns ready to kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Here's Joyner to begin the drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The play fake. Still looking to his right. And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rode him out of bounds and forced the loss.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. Now a timeout was called. Play clock was all the way down to 2. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He can get this one up in the wind. It ought to carry for a while. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. bunch formation for these receivers. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Out wide left, it's Townsend. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Grab behind the line, it's Townsend. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Rifles it down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Got to make the play on 4th. Rush is on. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own. Great field position.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion.
Makes the grab and room to run. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Moving the pocket, it's Acho. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Turns up, it's James. He's stopped. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Looking to throw again. Working the middle, it's complete. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a 1st down in the red zone.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Motion from the wideout. Trying to run, it's Joyner. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's a quick throw out to the left. First catch of the season and his career for this freshman tight end.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh downs going up top. Left side is Segal. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback changing the play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got his man. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for a gap, it's Siegel. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Second down, gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Around midfield, go for it. This isn't 1930 football. try to get the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Needs it here on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Yeah, and that is so frustrating because the right thing. He got the first down, got past the sticks, but didn't do the most important thing and take care of the football, and that goes right back now to the defense.
And a great job, David, by the defense not quitting on the play, right? Of course, they saw him getting the first down, but they were still pursuing. They still got hats to the ball. They were able to rip it away, and that is a huge game-changing, momentum-changing type play now.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. He tries to take the top off. Makes the catch. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to them because the windows are so small. So I like the idea, handing it off to that guy and seeing if he can do something with his speed.
Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. Changing the routes with his receivers. On the move. Headed toward the end zone, and they knock it loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And man, that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the defense.
Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Quick completion to the right. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Looking for a man. It's Acho. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
Second and long here. Send the tight end in motion. Second down to the air. Lets it fly. Makes the grab. It's Hunter. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
And that's how you flip the field really quickly. Go from being on your side of the field, creating the explosive play, getting some momentum for this offense, and getting towards scoring position.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Rashad Downs going up top. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. A run for the quarterback. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, and a burst disaster by falling on his own fumble.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Offense in a bunch formation. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. The quick game. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Wants to throw on third down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready because
looking to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
Long way to go on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Out wide right, it's Townsend. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their third timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And the Longhorns come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. He's changing the play. They'll go to the air on third and short. Fires quickly. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
You know, as a receiver, it's so critical and important to know where the sticks are. He was able to modify his route, so he knew as soon as he caught it, he was just going to have enough to keep this drive alive.
Drops back on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Picked off to stop the threat. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Going for the big play. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
listen, end of the first half, that's exactly what you want to do. You don't care about the incompletion. You're chucking that thing up, trying to make a big play, trying to get the Hail Mary.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Shakes off the defender. He'll be stopped for no gain, and we're not far away from that whistle blowing to end festivities here in the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. Let's start with the Temple Owls, taking on the number 21 team, the Charlotte 49ers. And it's Temple looking to make it 3 straight to start the new year. They're already on top in the first half. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings.
Here comes the Texas offense. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better second half?
Out wide left, it's Townsend. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? He sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Making the adjustment on the play. They'll throw on 3rd and short. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Motion from the wide receiver. Snapped on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the Longhorns are marching down the field. Unloads to the wideout. Left side, it's Terry. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Townsend. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
It's as if the end zone has a no trespassing sign posted. 1st and goal and a chance for the first touchdown of the game. Looking for room straight ahead. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting there, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Now, after the incompletion, it leaves them with 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
It's good. Easy call for the ref. And it's a deadlock here in the 3rd quarter after the field goal.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Longhorns! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick 6 certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Rid of it on the RPO. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. They've got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this 2nd half.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Look out. Upstairs, he's got it. Gashing the D on the right. At the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it on the move. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Notre Dame right back to the line. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. looking for daylight from inside his 20. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Gonna run it. It's Segal. Finds Zach Kreis, and he's got 4 out to the 29. And here comes the offense on second down. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man on the right. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Throws to the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
From the gun. He's going for the goal line. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Defense going all in to stop the run. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorn! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Love the play call, love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Joyner. And he coughs it up inside the 20. And this defense breaks it open as they return it to the house for 6.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball at the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Acho. Oh, pressure's coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Extending the play. Got his man downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game? You've got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him. They've limited him, and that's why they're going to win.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Intercepted deep in his own end.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. And he's brought down after a short gain. The Irish use their third and final timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. 3rd and long to cover. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? The Longhorns will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Trying to take it back. Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Concentration is key. Has to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Snap in the shotgun. A shot toward the end zone. They went for it all on first down. Didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep
into the secondary on the right. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. That last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. Just over 30 seconds to play. They'll line up for the onside kick, and they've got to get it to have a shot. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest. I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance, but you got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down.